Hey everybody, what's going on? I just wanted to put a video out there talking about the things that have been going on with me, I don't know, in the last month or so. Now, I don't want anyone to worry that this is some cry for help or something like that. It's not. I always tell everyone that nothing's going to happen to me by my own hand, as long as my kids are on this planet because they need me. Um, so don't think that this is me um, saying I need help. It's not. This is just me talking here. So this whole, I mean, yeah, I know I've been putting up videos, but and I know I've talked about some of this before. Maybe I've talked about most of it before. I don't remember. I try not to dwell on the past too much because when I dwell on the past, I get the way I am right now. um, okay, this started, or well first, yeah, I've been putting out videos, but the show must go on. Fake it till you make it. Those, put a smile on that face. I've said before, there are times that I'm on here that I may seem happy and I may seem joking, but I'm not feeling well and I'm faking said happiness, and it's been going on for a while, off and on. There's times I am genuinely happy, um, and there are things in my life that I am always genuinely happy about. My kids, especially. I mean, being a dad, being a single dad, is not easy. I knew it wasn't going to be easy. And, it's just, so things happen there, but they're still my kids and I still love them and nothing changes that. Um, but just over the past month ish, maybe even longer, I don't know. Um, Things just haven't felt right. Now, this the first and I'm mainly pertaining to low budget live streams. We haven't done one in a month and a half. We do them every other week, so it's we missed three. That's a month and a half. It started off innocently enough, because even though I know I'm the poster child of having my crap together, um, no, really, I mean, what you see of me the majority of the time, if not all the time, is this box. This box here in front of you. You see the stairs, the doors, the posters, the little table, the microphone stand, and me in the chair. Okay? But you don't see the rest of my house. And granted, I am able to keep up with some things. I mean, parts of my house were a bit of a disaster area over here and over here and over there by that wall and things like that. Back a month and a half or so ago, I woke up from a nap one time. It would have been um, January 29th. I woke up from my nap, was going to get ready to set up for the low budget live stream, and I was looking around my house. And granted, I mean, I keep the house picked up the best a single father can, but there's things in this house that needed improved upon, that needed cleaned up, that needed thrown out, and I tweeted something along the lines of, sorry, no low budget live stream tonight, but when you get motivated to do things, you just need to do it. Well, that's what it was. I decided I am sick and tired of this house not feeling like a house. It was feeling like, I don't want to say a dump, but there was just so much stuff that needed to be gotten rid of. There was so much stuff like, you know, straightened up, and posters put up that I've been collecting forever, and collectibles, and I decided I'm going to throw a bunch of crap out this day because I am ready to do it right now. Because if I would have stopped, then I wouldn't have done it. And I've been working off and on it, on the basement and upstairs, throwing out stuff, straightening up my room and the kids' rooms, and getting their toys organized because I was getting sick and tired of having to find these 5 characters and look through 20 different containers, and just things like that, right? I was tired of it all. I was tired of living like this. So it started off me wanting to straighten up, and it's not done. I'm not going to show you guys, but I mean, maybe when it's done I'll show it off, but it's getting there. I mean, I've got a lot of bookshelves set up with my collectibles and things like that, and upstairs some posters have gotten put up, and as you've seen, I've put more posters up on this set. There's some brackets for some things after I am able to get some posters matted, and Darth Maul joined me, and and then over here it's getting there. It's getting there. It's not. I've thrown out most of what I need to throw out. Now I need to decide, okay, what am I going to put up? Get the stuff to put it up, straighten it up. There's work to do still, but it's getting done. So I was happy that I skipped the low budget live stream that night. And I was looking forward to coming back on the 12th. But here's where the problems really started. I was all prepared to talk about what I'm talking about now live, which might not have been a good idea. Because you never know what you're going to say live. And I'll talk about this stuff in a minute after we go through the timeline here. But being, February 12th, I was going to talk about being alone and how I feel about being alone. And I don't mean not having friends, because I have friends. I have lots of great friends. Most of my friends I consider family. I've lost some important ones. And when I mean lost, I mean they've died. I've lost some important friends. I may be losing more soon. I'm not really going to talk about it because I don't know all the details, but I'm getting, some of my friends are older than me, so I'm gonna have to live with the pain of loss when they go, and when they go early it's even worse. I've talked about my friend Trudy before, and I'm having to live with the pain of that loss every day. And I was going to talk about loss, and I was going to talk about being alone. And when I mean alone, I mean I have my friends, I have my family, I have my kids. I'm not truly alone. What I mean about alone is I haven't, when I say I haven't been with someone, I'm not talking about sex, okay? I don't get me wrong, sex is nice, but I'm talking about having companionship. I haven't been with anyone except, like, I dated one person after I got divorced. I got divorced in 2012. So I've dated once since 2012. I've asked 2 people out, and I dated one of them. The other one said no. I mean, deep down I know I have bigger problems and things to worry about. But as many of you probably saw in my review for Fantasy Island, I was in no frickin' mood for Valentine's Day. I love bad use of a word to use. I love Valentine's Day is a stupid sham for people to pretend they love their partner more. And it's to sell cards and flowers and chocolates and presents. If you truly love someone, you show them every day. And when I see people on Valentine's Day, like I said, when I went out to see that movie, I talked about it in the review how the people in front of me were all being all lovey-dovey and hugging on each other and whispering each other's ears during the frickin' movie. That stuff just drives me batty. But jumping back a couple more days, I was going to talk about how I miss having companionship. I didn't date a whole ton before I got married. I mean, I had a few girlfriends through high school and things like that, but I mean, in college I didn't date anybody. I was interested in like one person in college, and that really didn't go anywhere. She probably knows it. She knew it, but we're friends now. And she's happily married and has kids, and I'm happy for her. But I didn't, and then I dated my now ex-wife, and of course, married, and that marriage ended, and we have kids, and I am where I am now. And again, I'm just in this weird part of my life where I miss the companionship, but I am in such a rough place when it comes to, can I even be with somebody right now? But let's move down the timeline first before I talk about that more. Okay. So we didn't do that program. I just couldn't do it. I was not in the right mind state. I wanted to talk about this stuff then, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So jump ahead 2 weeks later, would have been the 26th, just a few days ago. I fully planned on doing the live stream. I did. I had lots going on that day. Didn't know if I was gonna have to go back into work because of the weather. Had a program at my kid's school. Just lots going on that day. Very uncertain day. I was very tired that day, and I didn't sleep well that night either. By the way, but I was planning on doing it. I was like, I'm gonna do this. And I was even going to talk about the same stuff I was going to talk about on the 12th, this. And I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Daniel, who follows me, tweeted me, said, are we doing a live stream tonight? And I almost told him yes. Yeah, we're going to do this. And then I was just like, I started getting that really just where you feel like you got to, like a heavy weight, a stone just right there, right? And you just start feeling weighed down and alone, and it's weird because I needed companionship, but I wanted to be alone. I know that sounds weird. Maybe it's because I realized that that I didn't have anybody, and it's just like, then I just want to be alone. It's like, if I can't have anyone, just leave me alone, right? I think that's maybe how I can explain it. So yeah, I was gonna do it and I couldn't, and I was just like, I just want to be alone. And yeah, I'm just at this point in my life. I mean, I'm not getting any younger. The gray in my beard keeps getting keeps getting more and more, and I keep losing more and more hair up there, even though there's enough gone. Um, but I'm just at this weird point in my life where a relationship would be a very tough thing, even though I would like one. It'd be a very tough thing because there are a lot of relationships out there that are just based on a relationship. They're just based on the two people. Well, I have two other people to think about, and it would be. I know I feel like I'm jumping to things like the future or something here, but I'd have to look at whoever I was dating and think, would they be not trying to replace mom, the kid's mom, but would they be a good mom to my kids, right? I have to look at those things. That's like one of the most important things. I mean, I could be attracted to somebody, I could be totally into somebody, right? But if I couldn't see them being able to, take care of my kids, then what's the point? Now, I'd love to say once, like, the kids are adults, that's different. But for me, that's even different because I have a special needs son. I don't know how he's going to be as an adult. I know that his advancement as a kid has been slow. I mean, kids his age probably would be starting to, get out of toys a little bit. And maybe, I mean, yeah, my son likes to play sports and stuff like that. And we're talking with his daycare, a lady at his daycare, about him doing Special Olympics and stuff. And that's fantastic. But I just, but my son still likes to sit down and play toys, right? And this is not me saying I have a problem with this. No, he is who he is. And I've mentioned before, I have a cousin that's older than me and he still plays with cars, right? A special needs cousin that's older than me that still plays with cars. And I have no problem with this. That's not what I'm saying. It's just, I may have a son that, kind of stays somewhat like a kid forever, right? In some ways, a kid. And I don't have a problem with this. It's just that when I think about being with someone, if they can't handle that, then what's the point? Am I better off? Because think about it, that takes out the pool of quote unquote candidates. That takes a lot of people out of that because it's easy enough to date if you can find someone that is willing to go out with you. That's easy. But again, I got to think about the future. Let alone have to think about someone that understands the things I'm trying to do. Because see, if I was dating someone and they had hopes and dreams, I would support them. Because God knows that the hopes and dreams that I have are pretty lofty, right? And they may never happen, but damn it, I'm going to try, right? And I'd have to have someone that understands that, but then I also have to have someone that would be good with my kids, however they are. Ryan is probably going to lead a quote-unquote normal life when he's older. Or he could live an exceptional life. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can to raise them to be the best dudes that they can be, right? And part of me even feels selfish talking about this shit. Part of me feels like, because there's days where I'm good, where I'm I know I'm alone, and I'm okay with it. I know I got friends, and there's people I can talk to. It's not that. I know I got people I can talk to. I know I got friends and family that'll listen to me, kids that'll hug me, kids that know when I'm not feeling right. And they know that, dad's not feeling good, so, maybe dad needs us to chill a little bit, or dad needs a hug, but there's just, times that, especially when the boys aren't here. See, when the boys are here, though times may be rough sometimes, though we may get on each other's nerves sometimes, we're still dad and the boys, right? We usually 99% of the time, okay, maybe 98. we the one thing I didn't want to do during this, I forgot the tissues. Uh me and the boys are usually good, but when they're not here, yes, I have people I can talk to, but there's just times I think that I'd love to have someone here that is just that's here, that it's just us, right? Also, but again, that plays into, that person would have to be someone that's cool with my boys too. So when the boys are here, everything's good, right? It's not just about us, but when I'm here alone, it'd be nice to have somebody here. And this time of year especially, I think about that because the world makes us, those of us that are alone, that feel this way, they shove it in our face and make sure we know that we're alone. And and I hate it. I hate it. The funny story, maybe at least funny to me. Um, when I was dating my now ex-wife, she was the first person I had ever been with on Valentine's Day, and still the only person I've ever been with on Valentine's Day. And well, I won't give away all the details because I'm not gonna badmouth the kid's mom. Um, we got all gussied up for our date. Our first Valentine's Day was hers too. She's in a nice dress. I'm in a suit. I barely wear suits. I mean, come on, you know how I dress. And I'm just gonna say, I realized after the first year we were together and had a Valentine's Day, and after the second year we had a Valentine's Day and we were together, that Valentine's Day is stupid. And Valentine's Day can eat a fat bag of you know what's, because just care about each other all year if you're with somebody. You don't have to have a certain day, one day of the year, where you bring your significant other flowers. You don't have to have a specific day of the year that's loaded up with a lot of people trying to pretend that they love their partner more one day of the year. You could do that throughout the year. Show them, do stuff for them, and, you know, there's just many ways that you can do it throughout the year than having to buy overpriced flowers, chocolate, and going to a crowded restaurant with a lot of other annoying couples trying to pretend like they love their partner more. And don't get me wrong, I'm not insulting everybody. I know there's people out there that truly love their partners, but if you've seen as many of the annoying people out on Valentine's Day that I have, and I'm sure some of you have, because there are some out there. There are. And you know you're out there. Again, it's not everybody. I know that. I'm not trying to insult every couple in the history of mankind. I'm just talking about the ones that, well, I better do something special because it's this one day of the year. Why don't you do it all year if you truly do care? Anyway, just this time of year sucks for someone like me. And here's the thing. If that's another thing about me being with someone. If that someone, I'm not saying I wouldn't want to do something special on a Valentine's Day if I was with someone, because maybe they would want it, right? But they would have to understand that it's not really that special to me. That it's like, I don't need a special day of the year to, if I'm in love with someone, to tell them I love them, to show them I love them. And I hope they'd understand that for me, Valentine's Day is just not going out in public and trying to show the world that we're in love. It's let me do something for you, cook dinner for you. Or even though, that being said, I'd be doing that stuff throughout the year anyway. So this time of year I hate. I hate it. Because the world makes you feel even more alone. And for someone that has been alone, even somewhat felt this way throughout my marriage, and then having been divorced for 8 years now, around 8 years, it starts to tax on you a little bit. So that's what's been going on with me. It's just, and this is not, again, it's not a plea for help. And please, those of you that like are able to see me in life, that are my friends and stuff, don't take this as oh, Gino needs to be set up with someone. No, it's not that. And most of my friends know that I hate that shit. That I hate the idea of it, because if I don't really know what I need and want, how do you know? Right? My friend Trudy even wanted to set me up with someone one time, and I was just like, no, I love probably the one person, one of the only people I trust in this world for anything, and I wouldn't let her do it. So I'm not gonna let anyone else, right? No, it's not that. It's not a plea for that. It's not a plea for help. I'm okay. I just wanted to put this video out there so that everyone understands what's been going on for the past, around, I don't know, 2 months, month and a half, 2 months. Why we haven't been doing live streams. Maybe it's because I didn't want to face everyone and start crying like I did today. I just needed to get it out there. I needed to say it, and I'm going to post this video, and it's done, and I'm hoping I can feel better about it now and move on, because even though I still have felt like I've put out decent content when I've been faking it till I make it, I know I do better when I feel good. And I'm trying my best to feel good. I've been, even though I can't really tell, other people can tell, have said I've lost some weight. My scale really hasn't said I have, but that could just be the whole transitioning a little bit of muscle to fat kind of thing. I don't know. I'm going to try to go to a doctor soon just to see where everything is. Even though they're going to try to do the scare tactics on me. It's like, look, guy, I'm already walking 3 to 5 times a week. This week's been kind of bad walking because I haven't felt good physically. I felt sick. Um, so I only walked a couple times this week. But most times it's 3 to 5 times a week, usually five. Um, so I've been moving. I'm trying. I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to eat less. I'm trying to feel better about myself. I'm trying to accomplish some damn goals in my life. On some of the days where I wasn't going to the gym, I was working at the house. So trust me, I was working out. Uh, it just wasn't walking around a track. So just this last, what's crazy is I started this walk-in stuff. I got a pass from work to go to one of our local gyms. I get a yearly pass, and I am told that, he tells me that you better use it. I'm going to give it to you. You better use it. So a little bit of motivation, and he was giving me that you're going to be in trouble if you don't use it kind of thing. And you'll definitely lose it, and I won't give it to you ever again kind of thing. So ultimatums, they work. Uh, um, but anyway, so I've been moving. I'm trying to accomplish some goals. I've got some ideas of things I want to do in the next year or so, and I need to feel better about myself to do so. But I just wanted you guys to understand some of the things I've been going through. That sometimes I get to points where I feel so alone that it's crippling. That I just will sit here at home and I will just sit and want to be just in my shell. And I just need you guys to understand that. I apologize, because I know some of you look forward to those live streams. You know what? I do too. I have a blast when I do them. There's times I've done them and I wasn't in the best of moods, but you guys put me in a good mood, right? I was just like, I took part of me feels I should have just done them anyway, right? But I didn't. And we haven't done one for the last 3 times. And I do apologize for that, but I hope you guys can forgive me for that. But that's what's been going on. I just needed to say it. Now it's said. Now let's move the hell on and let's just do what we do on this channel and have a good damn time. Thanks for listening.